by using mathematical equations, we learned to establish a model, so that through that model we will be able to know the growth of the plant, and accordingly any adjustment is required, we can do it. That is what we learned, like how to simulate the plant growth with the support of the mathematical computation. That is about. So in this unit we are going to read about agricultural systems, all about the management part of the agricultural system. Okay, so the first topic is about managerial overview. So everything needs to be managed. Yes, we have established the smart farming. With that, can we stop it? No. So we have to manage with so many respects. It is not only about the human resource, or it is not only about the soil, water. On all the aspects we need to give proper management to get a better yield out of it. Yield, no, it is not only the thing you are getting from the plant to manage, like when you invest some amount, from that you have to get a better profit. So at the end of the day we focus for the profit. Okay, so on that basis we need to provide a better management in the field. It's not only for the agricultural system. When you are purchasing some device also, unless and otherwise you use it properly, you service it properly, you give proper attention to that, will not be able to get a better profit. And the vehicle or some other gadget or anything it may be, when you are investing on something, there must be a proper management to get a better profit or efficiency or usage out of it. That is in general. So here we are going to read about in the agricultural system, what are all the management part we need to focus on. So can you give me some guesses on it? What are all the things I have to take care? Tell me. Okay. So when I have to set a management team for that, I must have proper planning. Number one is strategic planning. Strategic planning. What is strategic planning? What is a strategy? What do you mean by strategy? No, normal meaning I am asking you. What is a strategy? What is a strategy? It is a methodology to achieve something, right? So you set some goal, to achieve that you will be following some methodology, right? You are taking part in some competition, you want to win that competition. To win that, what is the method you are going to use it? Or you have set your goal as this semester I want to get 9.0 and above CGPA. That is my goal or the objective. To achieve that, what are all the things I am going to do? If it is a theory subject, I have to learn like this. If it is a practical oriented thing, I have to have more practice. Like something I do every day, I need to prepare for 3 hours. Every week I need to spend some 20 hours for my preparation itself, so that I will be able to achieve the goal I have set it. Okay, that is what is called strategic planning. So this is a very simple goal I have set. To achieve that, I only need to spend some hours. Any organization or any system, any institutions, any industry may have a goal or the objective. To achieve that, they may have to do many things in their system. Okay, so they may recruit new people who knows the current technology, or they may extend the number of hours they are supposed to work in that, or they may motivate them with some incentives and all, or they may provide some additional facilities to take care of the family. They may give some additional bonus kind of thing and all. Like they may do many things so that they make their employees to be very happy, so that they will be able to work for longer time, and they will be able to learn, or they will be able to achieve the goal. This is an organization strategic planning. So what you need to understand here is, strategic plan means when we have some goal or objective, to achieve that we follow certain methodologies. Those methodologies are called strategic planning. So from your point of view, you can say could be better profit. At the end of the day, when you talk about the business, however you do, whatever you do, finally you must get better profit. So in turn, it will increase the economic growth of the state. In turn, it goes to the nation. Adane process, right? நான் என்ன பண்ணாலும் ஸ்மார்ட் ஃபார்மிங் இருக்கட்டும், ஸ்மார்ட் ஃபார்மிங் ஆர் கிரீன் ஹவுசஸ் நான் என்ன பண்றேன், I am increasing the growing season of a particular plant. When I say some plant is a money plant, money na நம்ம வச்சிருக்க அந்த money plantல some crops which will be mainly to get better money. Okay, some will be for the food purpose only. Okay, அந்த மாதிரி crops நான் வைக்கிறேன், that will grow only for a few months only, so that per year I will be able to get only this much of profit. So since I am going for a greenhouse, I will be able to extend the growing season of that particular crop, due to which four times of the profit or 3 times of the profit I am able to achieve. Adukku initially I may have to invest something. Fine. So it is highly expensive. I have established some setup, maybe a greenhouse or some other setup, by investing so much money in that, because my ambition, my goal is that I need to achieve this. Is the like when I am getting 1 lakh per year, I want to get it as a 4 lakhs. So to increase that to a 4 times of my profit, I invest some 50,000 or 1 lakh rupees in my initial setup. With that, I cannot stop it. Adha na correcta maintain panni na vandu pona na mattumdhaan I will be able to achieve what is my goal I have set. Right? So strategic plan, each team will be having a different manner. For farmer ku avungalukku avladha avangaloda setup. But when you consider a nation, a country, because that also depends on the agriculture of the nation, right? So from the agriculture, this much economical growth they are aiming for, what are all the things they need to involve, they need to incorporate with the farmers, what are all the facilities they can provide, what are all the education or the training they can provide, what are all the money concessions or something. Okay, so that they will introduce, and they will see that it is getting executed, out of which people are able to generate much yield, through which profit is generated, and that goes to the account of the government. Right? So that's about strategic planning. So strategic planning, when you say it as a raw statement, anything to achieve whatever the strategy you are using. In terms of agriculture, if you see from the agriculture to get a better profit, what are all the strategy you are using. Here B means it is a farmer or the next layer of them who are in the business from the because farmer directly cannot involve in the business. Okay, so they will send their product to some place, and there they will be completely making it as a commercial park, and then finally it goes to the government's economic growth also. Okay, so in each layer, what are all the strategy we follow, and it will be of long-term good. It will be of long-term good. Sometimes I aim, but in the same year itself I will not be able to get. Even if the government set up some goal also, they cannot aim for a short term, 6 months or 3 months. They don't plan like that. Any state government, they will plan for 5 years. Okay, on the 5th year, next time again they have to build, they have to come to the ruling partner, it will be registered on people's mind, so that next time also they can the ruling parties and all, every time they do, and we also trust many a time. So in the initial days, they will attract you. Okay, so for 6 months or 1 year, next 2 to 3 years, there won't be any new scheme, nothing will be profitable to the people, beneficial to the, again the last 1 year, whatever the scheme they introduce will again attract you. So in between, we forget the starting and then end only will be there in our mind. By keeping that in mind only, we will be voting for the people. That is clear strategy. Okay, to attract you, to get voting from you. Similarly, to do, to get a better profit, what are all the strategic planning. So water, the various irrigation system, soil, what else? What are all the resources we use it for the agricultural system? That needs to be managed. Like people want fertilizer, huge amount of people requires fertilizer, whereas the fertilizer manufacturing side, it is very less, due to which the agriculture may be affected. Okay, so we have to see that the required amount of resources are available, managing the resources properly, because that also is responsibility of the government. Like many times we hear the news, right? So this year there is too much rain, due to which lack of water. So that particular region affected, due to lack of water, so they couldn't get better yield out of their land. Okay, so in that scenario, what is the facility government is going to provide? They may give a concession for doing a boring over there, and the farmer is putting up borewell, and at that time the government may support. Okay, this is one of the examples only like that, to handle all the resources of the agricultural system. How we are going to manage the system? Everything should be available for their smooth process of the agricultural system. So resource management. So properly the resource needs to be managed to get at the end of the day better profit out of the agriculture. Okay. So next coming to financial management. Financial management. So this is again, since I am saying government, it is not always depend on the government. Okay, even there are so many private financiers also are financing for the people. Okay, for the personal purpose or for the agriculture, education, for so many reasons, that is also done. Okay, so financial management means this is on both the side again. What is the amount I am having? What is my budget to invest for that particular season? Based on that, I have to put a crop, because I am having, my aim is that within some 6 months I need to get back the money, so that next season also I can invest. Okay, so suppose I am having only this much amount, I can expect my profit only after the 1 year, means that it is troubling period for the farmer. In such scenario, suppose that is going to produce better profit, that crop or that region's agriculture is going to produce a better profit, to take care of them, there must be financial support from various resources. Okay, maybe from the government or maybe from some other bodies, there must be a financial support. So finance must be managed properly for the agriculture, and at the same time budget every time this time for agriculture this much percentage or this much amount is allocated, for the education this much is allocated, central government state government every year or budget போடுவாங்க. Okay, so when they are making a budget in the people locally, நமக்கு supporters இருப்பாங்க இல்லையா, நம்மளோட MLAs who are in the பேசும்போது they should ask for the agriculture. So this is the current scenario. So this much amount needs to be allocated for the farmers, for the welfare of the farmer. So this is from the government side, support needs to be given to the farmers. From the farmer side, now whatever is available or whatever the sources, like on this particular thing I can apply for a loan. This loan has only minimal interest. So if I go with that, I will be able to make use of that money for particular crop or for my land. Like that, these people also should know to manage their finance. Okay, that also comes under management part. Next, coming to human resource management. Human resource management. Imagine land is there, good resources are available, but there is no laborers to work over there. Okay, so I don't have, because everybody is going for some other job who are not interested to work in a land. Again, the problem will be without a complete human resource, I cannot do agricultural system. Though I do a smart farming and all those things, I require. But now we are not completely talking about the smart farming. With the existing agricultural system, how can we manage? How do we get a better profit? Okay, so அப்படின்னா they need to see the market rate. Accordingly they need to offer a better amount for the people who are ready to work with the land also. Okay, and not only that, when you are introducing some new system in your agriculture, like you are building some machines or you are introducing some new technology over there, people must be trained or educated properly to adopt that and work with the in the current system. That is also important. So human resource and how many people are required to do such. Sometimes without knowing it per day for a work I require some 100 people. Okay, and I have to complete that. My weather report says that in another days I am going to have a heavy rain. Okay, so I have to complete this task. According to my old plan, I have established to keep only 100 people. But when I know the weather report, the current weather report, based on that I have to allocate some more people and I need to complete my work to safeguard from the heavy rainfall. Otherwise, the crop which is grown up completely also may get wasted. Okay, so those things have to be managed. So when I say human resource management, on all aspects, you have to take care of the people who are ready to work with you. You have to offer them something else. When you are asking them to work for 8 hours, great to offer them something, some 1 hour break. You have to give that kind of encouragement, and you need to give some additional incentives kind of technical term only. But the thing is, அவங்களுக்கு நம்ம தர மாதிரி நீ 1 hour extra work பண்ணனா நான் இதை கொடுக்குறேன், or you get some whatever the yield I get it from that I can give you something. இப்போ ஊர்லலாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா groundnut harvesting டைம்ல எப்படி பண்ணுவாங்க தெரியுமா? They don't give money. What they do? கேட்குறீங்களா எப்பயாவது? ஸோ நீங்கள் போயிட்டு அந்த கிரவுண்ட்நட் இது பண்ணுறீங்க, லேண்டில் இருந்து ப்ளக் பண்ணி அதை எடுப்போம். ஓகே, அதுக்கப்புறம் அடுத்த ப்ராசஸ் என்ன அப்படின்னா, எடுத்த பிறகு அதை டேக் ஆஃப் ஃப்ரம் த crop. After that, what is the amount of thing you have done? If you get it some, then they have some measurement, something will be 8 kg or something like that. If you do it for 10 kg, you are given 1 kg. That will be the thing. So it will attract you because you don't have to buy, you don't have to go out and buy something. So rather than getting a money, this, or in addition to money, this also may be given. That is the kind of encouragement could be given for the people. That may be for the fruits, the flowers, or anything. It may be vegetables. Those things and all will be making the people happy so that they will work happy, they will come forward to work. So these are all the things should be included in the human resource. Okay. So next coming to marketing and sales. Marketing and sales. So up to this part, it is purely from the farmer side. Okay. After that, farmers work this only getting the yield, and they will either, that is not we are advising nowadays. There should not be any third party. Directly their product should go to the market. Okay, when they are bringing the items to the market, how do they face the market? How do they get better sales? Okay, again, யோசிச்சு பாருங்க, watermelon எடுத்துக்கோங்க. So watermelon summerல we use that. நல்ல yield இருக்கு. Suddenly continuous rain ஆயிடும். what will happen? We don't purchase. ஆனால் அதை நம்ம எங்கேயாவது பத்திரப்பட்டு வைக்கவும் முடியாது. We can't preserve it also. Fruits எல்லாம் இந்த மாதிரி fruits especially we cannot preserve it. Obviously it will go under loss because I set up a cost as 1 kg of watermelon is this much. Okay, but when I expect this is what is going to be the situation, when I predict it is going to be a heavy rainfall so that I may face loss. In that case, rather than wasting out, it happens. Most of the time it happens. Okay, so rather than losing everything, better you reduce the cost of the kg before you could face the rainfall itself, set everything off. That is a strategy you need to apply on sales so that something is better than nothing. You may not get the profit what you got it in the last year, but at the same time you may not go to the huge loss. Correct? அதே மாதிரி தான் marketing. So marketing க்கு everybody are nowadays advising, right? So millet food is very advisable. Earlier days and all, millet food na just making some dosa or something like upma kind of thing. So we hate upma. In the form of upma, if anything comes, we don't like. So that is the reason lot of new recipes are available, and the millet sellers in the packet itself you can see some different recipes and all. Okay, so anything for any millet, it comes up with some biryani, tomato rice, some other different cutlets, so many items and all are coming, because that is the marketing strategy to sell their millet. And millet is in the form of noodles, it is in the form of a powder, like many things are coming. So the same thing, rather than selling it as just a millet, they are taking it as a noodles. Noodles is the attractive thing for anybody, so that we will buy it. That is a marketing strategy. Okay, they make the same thing in a different form and sell it, so that they will be able to sell it, and on the other end we will also be able to take the good thing. Yeah. So finally, sustainability and environmental situations. Sustainability. One more thing is there. Sustainability and harvesting and post-harvesting. Okay. What is the sustainability management? Sustainability, I am in a business. Okay. To sustain in my business, I have to adopt whatever the new systems getting introduced or the technology comes to the market. I give you an example. There are so many things are there. Nokia is a famous mobile company, which was, not it is now. Am I right? So when we started using mobile phone in the year of 2001-2, during that time and all, Nokia was the famous one, very sturdy. People used to tell that, especially the 1100 model and all, if you throw it from 4th or 5th floor also, it can fall down, but nothing will happen. It will be all, what will happen? Dismantle, once again assemble, switch on, it will work. That is the case with Nokia. So Nokia was the super duper mobile phone. Why it is not in the market now? Talk to the technologies. So when I understand, when I purchase a machine, it will do the job of 100 people at a time, or within a particular amount of time, this machine will perform the task. I have to adopt it. When I say that no, I will not do that, definitely I cannot sustain in the market. That is one perspective about the sustainability. Sustainability and environmental, sustainability. We are using various resources. That may be a soil or water or any resources for the agricultural system. You have to see that you are going to use it forever. It's not that 1 year or few years only we can use such a resource, later let it be. Even if it is not available, that is what is happening, right? Everywhere cutting the trees, making it as a flats. What is happening? Automatically the rain is getting reduced. So that is where the environmental thing is getting affected. So for the agriculture, whatever is required, that may be a livestock. As I told in the last class, livestock is very much important for the agriculture, because the outlet of that will be used as a fertilizer for the agriculture, crops growth. So you have to take care of their sustainability also. So whatever is required for the agriculture, that should be there for longer time. That should be there for ever. That also is very important part of the management skill. Next, harvesting and post-harvesting. So harvesting, as you know, once the crop is grown up, so you can do the harvesting. How you are going to do harvesting? When you are going to do harvesting? That needs to be planned, managed properly. As I mentioned in the last example, it is a grown up stage and you predict that there is going to be a rain. Okay. So unless and otherwise you complete your harvesting, you may have to lose everything. So anything you introduce over there, rather than using 100 people, use 200 or 300 people and complete the task. So the risk management, suddenly whatever is happening, should be able to handle that situation. Okay. So post harvesting, once the harvesting is done, again you can say it in two different ways. The harvested items need to be managed properly. It needs to be protected from various animals or insects. There are various attackers. That may be a rat or cockroaches or whatever it may be. Okay, needs to be protected from the living thing as well as non-living thing. Okay, so lack of sunlight may affect the harvested item. So you need to give proper production. Only then after harvesting also the quality of that ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் நம்ம எடுத்தோம் அப்படின்னா that will be filtered into 2 or 3 layers. The best quality, average quality, okay, worst quality. Something will be it is advisable to thrown away. On the percentage variation comes how you protect your harvested items. That is on the product side. On the field or the land side, if we talk about post harvesting, as soon as you completed the harvesting, okay, immediately you cannot go for the next cultivation. Okay, so you need to boost up your soil. You need to leave adalana improving the health of the soil, health of the land. Adukku what are all the measures you need to take? That you have to take. Only then you can move on to the next cultivation. So that's about harvesting and post harvesting. So these are all the management things we have to do to get better profit out of the agriculture. And one more thing, managerial skills needed in agriculture. All will go along with these points only. Okay, there are certain managerial skills required in agriculture. Managerial skills. So it is not any fixed thing. Okay, so what I am going to talk about here is general only. Even if you are having any additional points also, you can add. Accounts and finance. Accounts and finance. So please remember, whenever I say agricultural system, it is not only about the farmer. It is about the entire ecosystem. Okay, the one who is investing, the one who is using that, all includes in that. Accounts and finance skill must be there. Organizational planning. Organizational planning. Organizational planning. So when to do what? The proper scheduling of the plantation from the day one till you get the profit out of it. It is not only getting the doing the harvesting. Even after that, packing, sending it to the market, getting money, all those things. It includes even your market and sales, everything. Next, coming to similar point only, scheduling. Scheduling of everything. When to sow seeds and when to water, when to supply water, when to do everything, when to provide fertilizer for my plants, when I should check for the weed, when I can remove that, when which what frequency I need to check the pest or disease attack and all those things. So scheduling. Next, coming to systems reliability. Systems reliability. In your syllabus, if you see, you can see some reference books. Okay, textbook I will find anywhere, but reference book, the second book has all this. Okay, if possible, I will take only few pages from that and send you. I have downloaded. You pay some amount for that because nowhere else we are getting the proper way other than activity. Human factors and human safety. Human factors and there must be a proper measure. Your sample now, like this for different crops, there may be some different dangerous things we will do. Environmental planning. Environmental planning. Environmental planning. According to the whether plant a proper crop or after plantation, what are all the measures need to be taken according to the environment. Okay, sudden weather change. How do I handle that? The risk. Okay, suddenly extreme hot. What can I do with my crops? So those things also need to be known by the managers. Next, pricing and costing. Price, take down the pricing and costing. Pricing and costing. This is a very important role of a manager. Depends upon the situation, market rate, what is the price I have to fix for my product. Okay, now what is the price for Medicare? So when it comes to the when it comes to the consumer and the cost go, when it is out of the producer, the cost variation is too high. அதனால தான் நிறைய problems and then it is they could raise some amount from the producer end also. அதெல்லாம் நீங்க டீப்பா போனீங்கன்னா ஒரு டொமேட்டோட இப்போ நான் 80 rupees கொடுத்து வாங்குற டொமேட்டோ ஒரு ஃபார்மர் கிட்ட இருந்து வரும்போது மேபி ஒரு 20 rupeesல தான் வரும். ஓகேங்களா? ஸோ அவங்க என்ன ப்ரைஸ் ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணுறாங்கன்றது இஸ் வெரி வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். நான் பாட்டுக்கு நேத்திய கதையை வச்சுட்டு இன்னைக்கு நான் வந்துட்டு 20 rupees நான் ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணால் ஐ வில் பி லூசர். I have to see the current market scenario. Accordingly, I have to price my product. Okay? Now, rate or it is going to be rate or it is going to like some depending upon the season, the price variation will be there for the very important vegetables what we use in day-to-day life. Onion, potato, tomato, whatever the price we will buy. We will buy such things. So market rate based money, the farmer has to price it. Otherwise, they will not get better profit. The third parties will get more. Pricing and costing. Next, data, information and management. So this is related to your pricing and costing. Data, information and management. Data, information and management. So there is going to be a strike, lorry strike. I cannot export all my items what are ready to go for the market. If that is the case, if I knew it properly, it is going to happen. There will be a discussion. I should be updated always. So next week, so once a day, there is going to be a strike, and that strike may be independently. It will go on like 7 days, 10 days, 15 days, 1 month. I don't know. But where my product is ready. Again, some products can be okay, protected, but not all products. Otherwise, tomato some other vegetables are. How long I can just keep it in my godown? It is not possible. Okay, so I have to have a proper information. Accordingly, I need to manage the situation. Again, transportation analysis. These two are again interlinked only. Transportation analysis. So I will be thinking like today I am going to export everything, but on that day I came to know I don't have much transportation facility. Whatever the vehicles I plan to use it for my transportation are not in a condition. Driver is not ready or vehicle is having a problem. Immediately I need to have an alternate source for that. From a remote village, if you think in this way, it may not be possible. And they must have an alternate for all these things. So transportation analysis is very important for a manager. Similarly, biological, physical and the chemical management. There is a change on these things. So we must be able to manage. Decision system, system integration. So when I say system integration over here, this is only a complete agricultural system. Starting from the farmer is not a single person. Okay, so it involves various people for the agriculture system till it goes to the market, till it converted, transformed as a money. Everything involved is called agricultural system. Okay, so the complete system integration must be taken place, must be taken care. Promotion and sales planning again. So in the area அந்த மாதிரியான ஒரு ப்ரமோஷன். இப்போ நமக்கு அக்ரிகல்ச்சர்ல பெரிய லெவல்ல ப்ரமோஷன் இருக்கானா இல்ல. பட் அட் த சேம் டைம் திஸ் ஆர்கானிக் vegetables or fruits க்கு ஒரு நல்ல ப்ரமோஷன் இருக்கு. We always and they keep some 30 or 50 rupees price difference with the non-organic items. Okay, because we got an idea organic அப்படின்னா எல்லாமே நேச்சுரல், இதை யூஸ் பண்ணி தான் க்ரோ பண்ணுறது அப்படின்ற ஒரு ஐடியாலஜி நம்மகிட்ட இருக்கு. We got enough promotion about the organic. அது மாதிரி for each and every item proper promotion is there. And this region, if we used to tell, if we are getting a tender coconut from Coimbatore, it will be more tasty because the water what is used over there is more tasty, so that influences on the tender coconut. Like certain promotion must be there even for the agricultural system. So finally, legal and regulatory planning. Legal and regulatory planning. You are selling something for a certain amount and they are saying you I am going to sell it for this amount only. So my profit is going to be only 20 to 30 rupees. When you understand that the profit what he got it from your product is more, you have a right to claim that. So for that you must know all legal and regulations about that. So a manager, you in a sense, not the people who involved in the agricultural system, and why it is given for you, you must create a great revolution in agriculture. Okay, our technology must be a supportive system for the agricultural system. So we must know the basic, we must have proper basic understanding about the agricultural system. Okay, so this is only the introduction of Unit 3. Let's see the rest of the basic forthcoming classes. Okay, thank you.